When I was 16 or 17, I worked at a dessert bar, usually on the night shift, which was creepy enough on its own. But it didn't help that delivery drivers would randomly walk in and startle me when I wasn't expecting them. One night, a driver came in like usual. I handed him the order, and he left. But this time, he gave me a creepy smile. It gave me a strange vibe, and I mentioned it to my coworkers, but they just shrugged it off, saying I was being paranoid. After that, every time this driver came in, he'd give me the same eerie smile, even when I wasn't standing behind the counter. As part of my nightly routine, I would always clean the dining area where guests ate. This was my responsibility, so no one else would do it. I also cleaned the hallway leading to the bathrooms, a space you couldn't see unless you walked through a door. Every night, the driver would smile at me while I cleaned, and I swear his smile grew creepier each time. Still, my coworkers would just brush it off like it was nothing. Then one day, he approached me with something in his hand and said, "Give this to your coworker." His demeanor gave me chills, and as soon as he walked away, I threw whatever he gave me straight in the trash. This time, when I told my coworkers, they seemed genuinely concerned. Things took a turn when, one evening, I was cleaning the hallway, and he walked through staring at me for what felt like forever, before saying, "I'm just using the bathroom." The way he said it was unnerving, like he was trying to explain himself so he wouldn't seem as creepy as he obviously was. But what really freaked me out was after I finished cleaning and told my coworkers about the encounter, they said he hadn't even come into the shop yet that night. After that, the driver stopped showing up altogether, and not long after, I decided to quit the job. The whole experience left me feeling uneasy, but I tried to put it behind me. Even though I quit, I still visited the dessert place from time to time, and I never saw him again. Curious, I asked one of my old coworkers if the creepy driver still came around. Their response sent chills down my spine. They said, "Who? No one like that has ever come here." My heart sank. I described him in detail, and they insisted they had no idea who I was talking about. They even checked with other staff, and no one had ever seen the guy I was referring to. About 2 months after that, I went into town and saw him. He was walking out of the dessert shop, looking visibly upset, until he spotted me. As soon as he saw me, his face lit up with that same unnerving smile, and he waved. Every hair on my body stood on end. I quickly walked away, trying to shake the creepy feeling. To this day, I don't know if he was real or just a figment of my imagination. Maybe he was just a random guy with an unsettling interest in younger women. But the whole thing still haunts me, especially because I had told him my age at one point, hoping it would make him stop. But he never did.